Graphic design. There are very few things that will send a business owner into panic mode, but the thought of making your own graphics is probably one of them, especially if you've absolutely had no experience with graphic design, but it doesn't have to be that way. Hi y'all, I'm Vivian Walton, the seasoned marketer, and my channel is all about sharing marketing tips, tools, and tactics with resourceful business owners. In this video, I'll walk you through step-by-step how to physically design a Facebook cover photo that will work harder for you. But before we continue on, I want to make two promises to you. Number one, I promise you absolutely do not need any graphic design experience to do this, and you don't even really have to be creative. And number two, I promise you that I won't ask you to sign up for any software or anything that will cost you money. It's all free. So without further ado, let's jump right in. Okay, so today I'll be walking you through step-by-step how to physically design a Facebook cover photo for your business. A really brief refresher before we do any design work, you need to decide what the purpose of your cover photo will be. Choose from one of the four options. I want to promote a product or service. I want to encourage a click to my website. I want people to join my mailing list, or I want them to watch a video. Once you've decided which of these four you want to focus on, you'll need to create or sign up for a Canva account. Now remember, it's all free, but go to canva.com. It'll ask you for your name and then also for an email address. You could go ahead and put in here small business. Once you fill that out, go ahead and click get started. It's free. Now, once you've logged in, I happen to already have an account, so I'm just going to log into my account. But once you log in, this is the screen that you'll see. You'll want to start by clicking on Create a Design. If you noticed, they have organized these by types of designs. For example, everything related to social media will be listed here. Instagram posts, Instagram stories, Facebook covers, Facebook apps, Twitter post, Tumblr graphic. Further down, you'll find documents. So you'll see anything from presentation to flyers and resumes, invoices. And then even further down, you'll have marketing. So you can even develop logos, business cards, brochures. In order to get the most out of this free tool, I encourage you to spend a little time just browsing and seeing what they have available. So I'll tell you the two main reasons that I absolutely love this tool so much. The biggest is because it takes away any fear I have that I didn't have the right dimensions for the images that I'm using. I know all of you can relate to this. At some point in time, you have tried to use an image as a Facebook profile picture or on your Facebook cover photo, and it will chop off part of the image, and it's annoying, and you can waste a lot of time trying to get everything just right. So using Canva will eliminate that stress. All of the dimensions and measurements are preloaded, and what you'll see is, for example, here when you click on Facebook post, it will actually give you the dimensions right here in pixels. And they've done this for every single one in order to maximize time, where you could just go in and know that everything is going to fit just right. The other reason that I really love this tool is that there are so many resources at your fingertips. You can browse through their photos, icons, and frames, and it's all right here in the same system. All right, so now we'll go under Create a Design and select Facebook Cover. If you notice to the left, you'll have a toolbar that shows templates, elements, text, background, uploads, and folders. All your templates obviously will be listed here on templates. Elements will have graphics, photos, any type of grids that you want to use, shapes, charts, lines, frames, all of that. Go ahead and take the time to see what's under each one of these tabs. But under templates, so I'll look through these here and select one that I do like. Now, I don't look at the content in the templates, but what I do look for are the design elements that I like. So for this example today, I'm going to pretend that I'm a fitness trainer And the purpose of my cover photo will be to highlight my services. People often think that I only do fitness training in the gym, but I want to remind them that I also do nutrition plans and grocery store tours for those that may need assistance with making healthier grocery purchases. So I'll look through here and I will select, let's see. I will select this template right here. Now notice that there are 3 photos in here, and if I click on them you'll see that they're actually larger photos and I can move it around as far as what you're seeing on the screen. But so it has 3 separate photos and it has text right here on the right. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to replace these 3 images with images that fit the services I'm promoting. Okay, so in order to swap these images out, I want to search for the images I want, and I do that by going back to Elements. Up here I have a toolbar that I will go ahead and put fitness training for the first image. Now, because I don't want to spend a dime on any of the images that I'm going to use, I'm going to select this free only option right here. And what it does is it tells them to only give me the options that are free. I don't want to look at anything that I have to spend $1 on. So now let's go ahead and do that. I also want it's divided by photos and graphics. I want it to be an actual photo of people. So now I'm going to browse through them and pick one that I really like. Go ahead and select this one right here. And what I do is I'm going to click on it and drag it into this box. Now if you notice the image isn't centered, and so what I can do to move it is actually double click on it, and you'll notice I can move it over here to the right a little more. So that's what I want to do. So I'll do the same for the next 2 photos that I want to include in here. Now if you notice, you can adjust the filter on the photos or even change the transparency settings. So for example, to change the filter on this one, I could go in here and just like you use on Instagram or any other app, you can change the filter on it. Now I don't want to do that to any of them, but then I also right here have a transparency setting. So what this does is it actually makes the image a little more see-through. So I encourage you to go ahead and play around with the images until aesthetically they fit the look that you're going for. Since all of these images right here are a little different in hue, I'm going to put a box over it and then make the box transparent. Now that's a quick and easy way to kind of get all of them looking similar in hue. So I'll do that real quick by going back to Elements, X out of here, go back to Elements, and come down here to where it says Shapes, click All, select rectangular shape, and I'm actually going to have it encompass the entire photo. And then I'm going to switch it to this blue here that I like. And I'll set the transparency until it fits perfect. So if you notice, if the transparency is 0, it's going to look like it did before, and I can increase it as much as I like. So I'll go ahead and leave it there at 19. And I'll move this box over. There we go. Now I want to add text over each one of these images, so I'll go to the text and find a font that I like. Alright, so I like this one right here. I'll click on that and it will put the font right up here, which I'll move up some. If you notice, this particular font that I selected actually has 2 fonts in here, and you'll notice there are 2 like boxes. I only want to use one font, so I'll hit ungroup and I'll click on the font box that I do not want, and I will delete that. So now I'm left with the one font that I did like. So I'll change this text as I want. For this one I'll do fitness training. Notice it's too big, so I will select it and change it to whatever size I see fit. Here I'll do a 12. So I'll do fitness training on this one. And I want to center it, so I'll actually if you notice, this text box comes all the way over here, so I'll actually make it smaller right there, and then I will select the text and center it right there. Now, in order for me to expedite the process, instead of going back down here and doing that process again, I'm just going to click copy, and it's going to copy the text. And so then I'll move this text over here, over this one, and I will do nutrition plans. And I will do that once again, copy, and put it right here. And for this one, do grocery tours. Now, if you notice, you can't really see the text too much. I want the text to really pop. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to have a box that I'll position behind the text to make it pop a little bit. So I'll go back to Elements and click right here. I'll make this box smaller. I don't mind the color, so what I'm going to do is hit position and do backwards, backwards, backwards. And so now all three of the text are on there. Now, I don't want the bar to be that heavy as far as the color, so I'm actually going to make it just a tad transparent so you can see the image behind. And if you notice, it still makes it pop just a little bit. I'll position it because it's not really centered, just a little, and there you go. Now over here to the right, I want my text to drive them to my website for more information. So I'm going to click right here and I'm going to type healthy made easy. I want this to be a little larger. And I'll reposition the text. And then down here for this one, I'll put, click here for more information. All right, now I'm going to add 2 arrows over here. So under Elements, I'm going to X out of here, and I'm just going to search for arrow. I'll select this one here, and now the reason I'm inserting this arrow is when I'm thinking about my Facebook cover photo, I'm going to add a call to action button underneath here. That is going to drive them to my website. So I want the arrow to be pointed down. If you notice right here, you click on the circle and you can reposition the arrow. So I'll just do it like that. I'll change the color of it by coming up here and matching the green that I have. And instead of recreating, because I want 2 arrows, instead of recreating that all over again, I will come up here and hit copy. It copies it, and then I just align the two. And there you go. So now my cover photo is complete, and we have one final step. The final step is for you to download it. So you come up here to the right to this little arrow, click, and it says file type. You can select JPEG or PNG. I always do my images in PNG just because that's my preference. And then I hit download. So congratulations, you now have a Facebook cover photo that will work harder for you, and you are maximizing your use out of that prime real estate at the top of your Facebook page. Don't forget, after you upload your photo, fill in the description and also add a call to action button. I hope you found this information useful. If you like this video, make sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel. Just click on the subscribe button, or share this video with someone that you think would find it useful. Also, if you want more marketing tips, tools, or tactics for your business or freebies, visit my website at theseasonedmarketer.com. And don't forget to tune in next Monday.